It's Huples' cat. You know, I'm not sure I can do Thursday Fun this week.
You can do this.
Okay, Will. And there is no President Trump content this week.
You don't need me. I'm not sure you ever did.
But we have another person who emerged from hiding this week after hiding for a week and did a live stream.
Good morning.
Morning, Joe.
I hope you and your family are doing well in these difficult and anxious times.
We're doing okay. How's your family doing? I hear Hunter is having a few issues.
Let me say something right up front. And in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. When we stood as one, this nation has never ever been defeated when we've been together. Well, that's just not accurate. We need to activate the reserve corps of doctors and nurses and beef up the number of responders dealing with these crush of cases. And in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. I've spoken enough of that. And we need to build an arsenal of democracy, as we did in 1940. We can make a personal productive equipment. Look, here's the deal. We have to do what we did in the 40s and the 20s, the 2020s. And we can do that. Third, the president needs to end the infighting and bickering with his own administration. They proposed a $500 billion slush fund. The Trump administration could even allow companies to use the money that they're being given to them by taxpayers' money. Governor Mike DeWine in Ohio, Governor Larry Hogan in Maryland, Governor Charlie Parker in Massachusetts, Gavin Newsom in California, Jay Inslee in Washington, hard hit, Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan. I'm proud of the role I played alongside President Obama, backing him up to bring Obamacare into the law. Make it the law. It's now law. You know, in crisis, characters revealed. Tending to our elderly loved ones. This is the United States of America. God bless you all and those who are fighting this virus. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but I think I have serious reservations about Joe Biden's cognitive ability to drive a car, let alone be president. The United States of America, plus other Bidenisms. I mean, it could just be, it's his folksy way, right? But I mean, seriously, who actually is voting for him other than the pre-programmed voting machines?
Thanks very much, everybody, for being here. In the last few days, we have seen the crisis of the coronavirus continue to grow exponentially here in the United States and around the world. And we have witnessed a global economic meltdown, which will impact millions of workers in our own country. In terms of potential deaths and in terms of the economic impact on our economy, the crisis we face from the coronavirus is on a scale of a major war, and we must act accordingly. Nobody knows what the number of fatalities may end up being, or the number of people who may get ill, and we all hope that that number will be as low as possible. But we also have to face the truth, and that is that the number of casualties may actually be even higher than what the armed forces experienced in World War II.
Wow. I don't know about you, but I'm going to vote for Jack Kennedy this year because I don't think any of the others are worth voting for. And I like Bernie, but he's going to vote for Joe Biden if he loses the primary, which he hasn't lost, but he's been rigged again. So, whatever, Bernie. I like you, but you can't vote for Joe. However, the crisis of the coronavirus is actually transcending both time and space.
Troubling news today after the World Health Organization warned that outbreaks in Victorian England have confirmed that the coronavirus is capable of spreading through time.
Well, the announcement comes after time-traveling officials confirmed that an 8-year-old chimney sweep from 1860s London has tested positive for the COVID-19 virus.
We have received confirmation from several Victorian physicians that the soot-covered ragamuffin symptoms were in fact consistent with coronavirus. It's unclear how he contracted the virus, but this disease transmission across space and time signals a new phase in the coronavirus epidemic.
I'm glad to announce that Tyler, the soot-covered ragamuffin, is actually recovering, and he's actually developed a special gun that he's developed in Idaho to actually kill the coronavirus before it reinfects them. Let's talk about the spud gun. Excellent device there, Tyler. I know that you won't get coronavirus again, but be really careful where you're leaving your brushes, eh?
You're full of shit.
Now, there is also a factor with this coronavirus that people haven't been talking about, and I think people should. The fact is that we really shouldn't be doing anything to wash our hands or use face masks or use bleach everywhere, because to be frank with you, it's a well-known scientific fact. Well, I'm not going to explain it.
Everybody, how you can properly prepare yourselves so that you will not get the coronavirus. Now, I know the professionals are saying, oh, all you need to do is wash your hands and make sure you don't put your hands near your face or your mouth. Oh, really? How is that going to stop one of them coronavirus zombies from walking up to me, coughing in my face, that coronavirus going in my mouth, down my trachea, and into my lungs? It can't. That's why you need to don the proper protective gear so that you will not get the coronavirus. This here is my most important part of my whole coronavirus suit. This is my ventilatory system. Now, a lot of people think that you can just wear one of them regular old surgical masks, but that don't work. Them coronavirus droplets are small, and they can get straight through them masks. But you know what the coronavirus can't get through? Plastic. That right there, that's bounty paper towel rolls. Nothing can make it through a bounty paper towel roll without getting caught. And they started coughing.
Well, Joe, what do you think about that as a solution to the coronavirus?
You're full of shit.
Of course, a few people are actually being productive and smart about this. A few.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, little one.
Quebec Homesteader, you should be happy. Now you get to see this ugly mug. You've been asking to see it for a while. There you go. And the reason we're making this video is it's time. So.
And I'm going to save Daddy's beard.
The littlest one won today, and she gets to shave Daddy's beard. So why don't you turn it on, honey?
It takes my hand and tickle it.
Alright. So the reason we're doing this, get in there, is you can't seal masks that you need to have for going out in public right now. You having fun? We'll be using them when we go out. Are you gonna keep shaving? Oh, this is interesting. And I would like to say I still do live in Canada. It's cold here, guys, and I'm not really happy about losing all my insulation.
I do think next time, little one, you should actually get a blade to do it with, because electric razors don't give you the fine edge. Get a cutthroat razor. I'm sure your dad's got one.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching YouTube. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself healthy. Have a good night. Bye.
You're Canadian, Bill. You should be okay with cold face. But if you're not, something we metrosexuals use in Toronto is a really cool device. Now, you've probably never heard of it, but it works really, really well. It's actually called a scarf. And if you put it around like this and tie it like that, for social distancing, where you're getting a bit close, it gives you a bit of extra protection from both the cold in any little droplets.
Of
course, it won't have skipped anybody's notice that a whole bunch of people are doing how they're surviving home quarantine in the time of the coronavirus, or the invisible scourge, as President Trump calls it. Yeah, it's interesting. So getting out and about and keeping your physical distance but being social is really important. I'm a little bit worried about this lady from England. I know you're not supposed to diagnose over the internet, but I think she might have an upper respiratory infection.
It's Monday the 23rd of March 2020 and I've got a slack cough. As always, I'm only walking through Cross Hill and that, but he doesn't want to stay in. So it's been, and it's still freaking muddy. Excuse my French. He's disappeared on me. The hell? Anyway, so really, I should not be out.
I quite agree, Foxy Lady Outdoors. I think you definitely shouldn't be out. And if you're out and about doing exercise, do carry an N95 with you. Do get the little one to shave you. And then you can put it on. So you just have it like this. There's 2 straps for a decent mask, okay? No ear loops. N95. Get hold of it by the 2 straps. Chin. 2 straps over at the back. They go the one under the ears, well off the ears, and the other one over the ears. Once it's on, do it like that. And then, if you're going to keep it on for any length of time, run your fingers like that, because you will actually get sores on your skin from wherever it's twisted. And that is how you put an N95 on if you're outdoors or if you're in your garden. Of course, if you have a beard and a coronavirus zombie runs up to you coughing at you, you're in trouble. And do check out my mask video, because you shouldn't get any coughing coming out of you. Because if it's coming out of you, if you're getting glasses steamed up or anything like that, it's not fitting. If you can smell strong smells, it's not fitting properly. It's doing better than nothing, but it's not fitted properly. This is an incorrect way of wearing the mask, as is this. You'll see a lot of people doing this because they're reusing them, and that sounds fine, except it isn't. The outside of this mask has got to be considered completely covered in viruses, so once you put the mask on, okay, it stays on. You don't touch this ever, and you don't have this touching this or this ever. When you finish with the mask, various ways of doing it. This is how I do it. I get both straps, holding it tight, I stop talking and I don't breathe. And I slowly let the mask off, holding my breath. And I'm going to put this in a Ziploc bag, put it in the sunlight for 7 to 14 days, and then I will consider baking it in an oven at 140 or 160 Fahrenheit for about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm not sure. But anyway, there you go. So a lot of us are suffering from coronavirus derangement syndrome, overload of coronavirus. If you start to use terms like flattening the curve in normal language, you probably should switch off the internet and the news for a while. Bill Melton, great guy, really nice support. Hi Bill, it was nice to see you. I never heard you talking to me while you typed in a southern accent. That was always kind of bizarre when you to hear the people who type. He actually has some really good advice, and we should all listen to this to various degrees.
Hey everybody, friends and family, brothers and sisters. I want to apologize for not putting out much content last week. I got so wrapped up in watching that coronavirus stuff, and I got depressed, so I didn't really do much, and I apologize. I want to thank the new subscribers that come to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. I've been trying to get back to the old stuff. Thank you, Mr. Nathan, for doing the shout out. That kind of helped me get back in the right frame of mind. So today we're going to do a fire, flint and steel fire.
So remember, in SHTF, if you don't prep, tomorrow will always be worse than today. And in a pandemic, if you prep, tomorrow will always be worse than today until we get to the peak. Hopefully not quite as bad as it would have been if you hadn't prepped. Toodles, have a great weekend, have some fun, and try and relax, be productive, keep the old mental faculty going. Don't want any divorces over this, okay? Look after your loved ones, don't get too agitated. Toodles. This has been a 2020 Bad Terrier production.